which you are understanding, that which you are growing into, often requires learning. It often requires a foundation for growth and expansion. When you enter into your educational systems, when you learn anything, even outside of your educational systems, maybe we're talking about a function such as swimming, riding a bicycle, driving a car, a vehicle, any vehicle, whether it's a car or a large truck or a large tractor or anything of that means or any type of mechanism, you must first have a ground for the understanding. And this happens so subtly that you don't realize it. Often you have a ground for many things that you begin to learn and begin to understand. You have seen individuals turning the wheel. You have seen the pedals being pressed for the gas and the brake, or if it's a manual drive, you've seen the clutch worked simultaneously as the gas. You have seen these things, and because you have seen them, you have experienced the energy of one who already has the understanding. This began to develop a ground of understanding for you. This began to develop a ground of understanding for your specific learning. You've seen individuals swimming. So when you get in the water, you have a ground for it. You have an idea of it, even if it's not clear. So that when one begins to explain it, begins to explain the details and the specifics of it, the form and the flow and the technique, you have a ground for the understanding. Now, when you go into your educational system, there are areas that you have a ground for and you don't even realize it. And there are areas that you don't have a ground for. And this is why what you call struggle occurs to learn a particular subject or begin to fathom an idea. It's just because you don't have a ground for it. But if you allow in excitement and exhilaration for learning, you allow and give time for that ground to form, then the understanding follows. For your learning, your true learning, it comes from within. No knowledge, no understanding is put into you, is pressed on you. It flows through you once you're introduced to a new idea. And if you are interested in that idea, excited about that idea, passionate about that idea, and you begin to hold that idea, the potential of the understanding and the knowledge of that idea in your mind, you begin to pull the understanding through you. There's only one mind. That's why you can have an idea and then you can see an idea, that same idea being put into action in another part of the planet or in your country somewhere. There's one mind. Ideas are past, experiences are past. You catch things through your telepathy and your mental connection, all these things which are potential for humanity. And that one mind is a gift from source. And that is why that's the foundation of why learning comes through you. Nothing is pressed on you. No knowledge is pressed on you. Learning comes through you. So give yourself the opportunity to develop the foundation, the floor for learning.